Good morning students, welcome to you all. 12th standard commerce. Today video we are going to discuss unit 10 company law and secretarial practice, chapters 27 company management. Topic what are the powers of director and what are the rights of director. So we will see one by one. First we are going to discuss what are the powers of director. So as a director he has a power and duty. So director should have a vision to frame the policies to achieve high level of performance. To achieve high level performance, they must set the goals of the company. So they must powers to carry on objectives of the company. So the powers of the directors group into 4 different heads. So there are 4 types of powers. So statutory powers of directors, managerial powers of directors, powers only with resolution, other powers. So what is the duty of director means? The duty is set the policy to achieve the goal of the company. So they achieve the policies for the effective performance to get from the company. So means they should have the some power to act. Okay. So first one, statutory powers of directors. So statutory power means as per law what are all the powers given to the director. So what is provision given in the Act 2013. So as a director he is having some power, that is comes under the statutory power. So managerial powers of directors means managing the company. The next one, powers only with the resolution. So by passing the resolution only can execute the power, that is called the powers only with the resolution. Then other, next one, other powers. So there are the 4 powers, 4 stages, different 4 stages of 4 types of powers. First one, statutory powers of directors. In the general body meeting of the company, the following powers must be exercised by the board of directors by passing the resolution. First point, powers to make calls on shareholders in respect of money unpaid on their shares. So if a shareholder not paid a call money, the director call the shareholder and to collect and get unpaid of money from the shareholders. The second point, to power to issue debentures. So whenever for the expansion of business, development of the business, they require money, so they can issue the debenture. For that statutory power given to the director. The next one, power to borrow monies otherwise than on debentures. So debenture itself, you all know that debenture it's a loan, so it is a loan. So but other than the debenture, borrow money from for their need of the company. Next point, power to invest the funds of the company. So excess funds means if any excess fund means power to invest the money. The next point, power to make loans. If get power to make loans, then power to diversify the company business, to expand the business. Next, power to approve amalgamation, merger or reconstruction. So if a company running a sick company taken over by, it can be merged or collaboration of 2 company on one management. Okay, understand? So power to approve the amalgamation, merger or reconstruction means if a company running a sick company, so taken over by, so it can be merged or collaboration of 2 company. So 2 companies and but 1 management. The next one, power to approve financial statement and board reports. So financial statements approved by board of directors. Okay, so these are the statutory powers. Next one, managerial powers of directors. So first point, power to contract with the third party. Next point, power to allot, forfeit or transfer of shares of the company. So because managing power, he done allotment, forfeited or transfer of shares. So managing power, so the managing directors allot the shares and forfeit the shares or transfer of the company. So this is the managerial power. Third point, powers to decide the terms and conditions to issue the debentures. Next point, power to frame the new policies and issue the instructions for the efficient running of the business. This is the managerial power of directors. The next managing power is power to appoint a managing director, manager, secretary of the company. The next point, powers to control and supervision of work of subordinates. So next topic, powers only with the next heading, powers only with the resolution. So first point, what means powers only with the resolution? Means passing the resolution the director can get some power, that is called the powers only with resolution. So first point, to sell or lease any asset of the company, to sell any asset or to give to lease any asset and conduct the meeting and pass the resolution. So that to sell or lease any asset of the company. Then next point, to allow time to the director for repayment of the loan. So the director take any loan from the company, to allow the time, the director requesting for that extension of the time to repay the loan. So he is give him time, passing the resolution. The next point, to borrow money in excess of paid up capital and free reserves. The next point, to appoint a sole agent for more than 5 years. So if you want to appoint any agent, he can pass the resolution, can appoint the sole agent. Next point, to issue the bonus shares and for reorganization of share capital. So reorganize the share capital and issue the bonus shares, he has to pass the resolution. The next point, to contribute money for charitable purposes exceeding 50,000 or 5% of the average profit of 3 years, whichever is greater. So for that also pass the resolution, he get the power to get, he can power to get the contribute money or charitable purpose existing 5,000 or 5% of the average profit of 3 years, whichever is greater. The next point, other powers. So what are the other powers? Power to fill casual vacancy. Power to fill casual vacancy. Second point, power to appoint the first auditor of the company. Then third point, power to appoint alternate directors, additional directors and key managerial personnel. Then next point, power to remove the key managerial personnel. So next point, power to recommend the interim and the final dividend to shareholders. Next point, power to declare solvency position of the company. The next, power to make political contributions. So these are the other powers of directors. This next topic is rights of director. So as a director, he is having some powers and rights. So rights classified into two types, individual rights and collective rights. So rights can be categorized to individual rights and collective rights. First one, individual rights, or such as first one, as a director, so right to inspect book of accounts. So as a individual director, he can inspect the books of the company. The next one, right to receive notice of board meetings. So notice of our board meeting he can receive individually, he can responsible to collect the notice and account it. The next point, right to participate in proceedings and cast vote in favor or against resolution. So he can participate, so he can vote for favor of resolution or against of resolution. So that rights he getting individual. The next point, right to receive circular resolution proposed to be passed. So if circulation is resoluted, whichever proposed to be passed means he getting individual rights. The next one, right to inspect minutes of board meeting. So every board meeting minute book will be maintained by the company secretary. So regarding meeting, whatever matters discussed and resolution passed, everything will be recorded in the minute book. So he right to inspect the minute book. So these are all the individual rights of director. So next one, collective rights are also follows. So first point, right to refuse the transfer of shares. So collective rights. So collective means jointly. Okay, collectively, jointly, mainly director have rights. First one, right to refuse to transfer of shares. So transfer of shares, one of the rights to shareholder. So the directors to private companies and deemed public companies are entitled to refuse registration of transfer of shares to a person whom they do not approve. So these rights refused collectively by the directors. So when the register transfer of shares, that time who do not approve, they will not approve collectively. So that is called the right to refuse the transfer of shares. Next one, right to elect a chairman. So the directors are entitled to elect the chairman for the board of meetings. So this is one of the rights, collective rights. So collectively right to elect the chairperson for the board meeting. And third point, right to appoint a managing director. So the board has right to appoint the managing director, manager of the company. So collectively the director join together, appoint a managing director and the manager of the company. The next point, right to recommend dividend. Right to recommend dividend. So the board is entitled to decide whether dividend is to be paid or not. Shareholders cannot compel the directors to pay the dividend. So however, they can reduce the rate of recommended dividend. So payment of dividend is the prerogative of the board. So right of recommend dividend means right to recommend, it is the right of the board for the payment of dividend. So in the board meeting, collectively they join and recommend for the declaration of dividend. So shareholder cannot compel the director to pay the dividend. So that is called a right to recommend dividend. So these are the collective rights or follows. I hope you all understood these rights of that director and powers of director. We will see the next section. Thank you, students.